Yeah, you
Wait,
put us in
why
a
is there a
2v2.
shot clock? Wait, what? What
Did
is
you not?
this?
Wait,
That's why I
did
told
you
you to
not?
restart.
Get out of here! Get out of here! What are you doing here?
I don't. What did I? Oh,
Oh, there he goes.
so at the start, when you create lobby, it defaulted to 2v2, even though that's the option on the far right. What the fuck?
Am I in this
There
game? How do I leave?
Alright,
You
hang
are.
on.
I'm leaving.
Podcast is not started yet. We're fucking.
That's why I was
Oh, I thought you were saying. Oh, wait, 2v2. It says TV2 right here.
I thought you were saying you started over because it was AI Dusty.
No.
Oh.
I was
That's what
saying, why
thought
we
it was. I thought
2v2?
you were mean about that.
Welcome to the Lads AM podcast, a show for those late night ramblings you only get when the rest of the world is asleep. This show is available in both podcast and Let's Play form. Check out our social media to find out how to listen the way you want to. Tonight, we are playing Uno. You have Uno. Everyone got Uno for free with your Xbox.
No, no.
Alright, let's play Uno for the
we're looking
first
better.
time. Better would be in comparison to something.
Still a shot clock for some reason, though.
I am stressed out.
Yeah? What are you stressed out over?
The shot clock, man.
Oh, and we're already. Good thing I didn't look at my cards.
No, it's the look, man. I don't come on this podcast to be stressed out by timers, man.
Yeah?
I'm here for vibes.
True.
I'm
This is
here
the
for
Vibe
vibes.
podcast.
I'm here for vibes and talking to people I haven't talked to in a week. So how
Yeah?
you guys doing?
I can't complain.
Yeah, you fucking educating?
Yeah, I educate.
No any Larry Paul Zertones?
Couple kids pretending to be each other for a little bit, but I was able to quickly catch on to that.
You know, it's classic, man.
Yeah. No one with those names though. No.
Rich.
Rip the dream.
Rip.
Sorry.
Honestly,
There's
rip
always
the
next
dream.
year.
True.
I think you should just mulligan this class. Get
Yeah.
a new one. Yeah, just to be like, I need a new one. Reroll. You probably get
Damn.
one. You probably get one reroll.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I don't think that's
Just
quite how that works. God damn it.
Just give me
trade
a whole
'em,
bunch
man.
of classes. Give me someone else.
Yeah, just trade. Can't you trade like the NBA?
Maybe.
Like, hey, I want that kid. That kid looks like he's got good mathematical chops. I'm sorry. Is that not how that works?
No, unfortunately, it's not.
Damn. All right. Well, all right. Good podcast, guys.
You guys were playing Baldur's Gate 3 earlier. You've been doing that a little bit, right?
Yeah, we finally were able to get all of my issues figured out. We were gonna continue. Me, Matt, Georgia, and Fanning have been doing a 4-player one, but Fanning wasn't around, so we started a new 3-player one without him.
Yeah, so basically, every combination of people is eventually gonna have its own Baldur's Gate run through.
Okay.
No, basically, what's going on is that it's just a tier level. You see, so we have me, Fanning, Matt, and Georgia, right?
Yeah.
And there's me, Matt, and Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Matt and Georgia.
There's Matt and Georgia.
And then there's Georgia.
And then, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's the tier level, Dustin.
Georgia has played so much Baldur's Gate.
Georgia has literally done the math and has figured out that he has played as much Baldur's Gate in this month as he has slept.
Which
is insane.
Which also sounds bad until you realize that he's... Wait, oh my fucking god.
Yeah, you got it. I did the
Come
math.
on.
You got a good amount of sleep this month.
He did. He's getting his 8 hours.
Yeah, 7 hours, a bit itch.
Yeah, you know, close enough. As much as you can
Yeah.
get. Good for him. Proud of him.
So 7 hours
Also-
in a day is spent sleeping, and 7 hours is spent playing Baldur's Gate 3.
He plays while he's in between work.
Right.
I don't think he said where he works, so we're not ratting him out
As Mr. IT man.
as
I think it
Mr.
was stated
IT
as
man,
IT. Yeah.
as an unnamed IT man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of us are going to specify exactly where we work. I'm not going to say the name of the school I work at. That would be insane.
Yeah, Johnson Elementary.
Well, Matt,
I'm not cutting that out either.
how dare you?
Rest in peace, Robert.
Yep,
Dude.
getting fired. I just broke a fucking HIPAA violation or something.
I like how your reaction was rest in peace, Rob, because he's getting fired. My reaction was rest in peace, Rob, because you told the school shooter where to go.
That's
Dude,
roughly where I was going to.
dude, we live in America, but
Yeah.
still,
This is
Comes with the
America.
territory.
this is
Don't catch you slipping up.
get your money. You know, we need to. When can we get Donald Glover on the podcast?
Yeah?
Yeah,
Don Glover?
yeah, man.
Never, probably.
Probably.
Hmm.
I've been hit with so many of these. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I was gonna.
So what- What's been going on in the world over the last few days? I don't even know.
Ben Affleck likes Valorant. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, you were telling me a little bit about this earlier.
Yeah, he was just at like the Valorant championships or whatever that just happened recently. And he was like being interviewed by someone, I think one of the voice actors. And he was just literally just like having like a conversation. And his kid was like, yeah, he mains Jet. And then he was like, yeah, but then they nerfed Jet. Like he genuinely knows what's going on. Ben Affleck just cues Valorant, which I think is insane.
Yeah?
That's
I
really
mean,
funny
you know.
to think about.
I mean,
Like-
when you're that wealthy, you got the time, might as well do something.
I guess so, but it's kind of weird to think of like real famous people just like playing video games.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's just weird to me. It's also just because I think big celebrities, it's just kind of hard to think of them as normal people sometimes.
Yeah.
To them just doing something mundane. Like if you told me that like Olivia Rodrigo just like queued up on the Rift every now and again, I'd say that's insane.
Dude, Elon Musk turns out he's a huge TF2 fan. Huge.
The TF on behalf of the TF2 community. We do not accept Elon Musk.
Instead, we offer him up to the Call of Duty community.
Yeah, I feel like a bunch of bratty kids. I feel like he'd fit much better in there.
He was at the Valorant thing too.
He was, and he got booed hard.
Yeah.
It was really funny. It was really funny because the casters were like, at one point, we're like, all right, now back to the game. And then that's when the crowd started shouting, bring back Twitter.
Nice. Now, I'm assuming you guys just heard about this after the fact and not. It's not like you guys were watching it, is it?
I was
No,
not watching
definitely not,
Valorant
yeah.
live, no.
Okay,
It
well,
was just
that's what
like
I
clips that
figured.
showed up on Twitter as it was happening. I didn't watch it live. I don't really care much about Valorant.
No, that's what I thought, but you know, I was curious.
Yeah,
That's
no,
all I care about. Valorant is for the moist moguls.
True. Did you hear about that whole thing that's
No,
going on?
what's going on?
I heard of it, but I don't really understand it.
So there is see if I can do my best to describe it. I think they're called the Guard.
Yes.
So basically you the Valorant like tier, I think it's like tier 2. I think is what it's called. I might just be using Overwatch terms to describe Valorant, which I think will get me hung by the gaming community based on the general consensus of how things are going. I don't think that's very good. But
Yeah.
I think there's like, so the tier 2 scene, like the Little League scene, if you want to call it not Little League, like minor league scene, not Little League. That's Roblox.
The little
That's
league
the Stanley
scene, I
coaches.
love it.
No, so the minor league teams all face each other to get a spot in the big leagues.
Yeah.
So the team that basically beat everyone to get their big league spot ended up basically essentially declining the offer. I think because like the parent company or whatever was like didn't want to like pay for it. They're like, we're trying to get rid of the esports team. We're not going to pay all this money to basically have our team in the organization or whatever, right? It's like paying for like housing and player salaries and stuff. And they're like, yeah, we're not going to agree to do that. Basically forfeiting their spot in the major leagues. But now no one gets to join the major leagues. So the whole season or collection of seasons or whatever is essentially
Just
nothing.
useless.
Yeah.
Like there's no not happened.
Yeah. May as well not happen because it's not like the second place one gets the offer. And if they decline, the third place one gets it. No, it's just no one gets it. Which is kind of ridiculous. You would think that they would get to, they would give that spot to someone else, but I guess that's just not how it works.
I don't know. I don't really follow any competitive video game stuff like that. Speedrunning is like the only competitive thing I really follow in terms of
basically, instead of being fast, they want to get the most kills.
No, I understand how it works.
So the timer actually. So instead of the timer going up to see how long they've been playing, the timer goes down.
Wow.
To determine how much time is left in the game.
Dude, that is an insane concept.
They don't have a summoning salt.
What?
They don't, like, everyone tries to be the summoning salt, but they don't have a summoning salt of esports, I don't think.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, so kind of an L on that one.
Damn. That's a shame.
It is a shame. So the only dude, I used to follow like the TF2 competitive scene religiously. Mm-hmm. It is and I used to thought it was like the coolest thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like these big tournaments. I think there was one called Insomnia that happened in every 3 years in Europe that TF2 would be at. I didn't realize until later that not only was this like the only thing TF2 was ever at, really, the esports, it's so small.
Wow.
Like I chose like the smallest, like least followed esport to get into.
4 teams in it.
I mean, there was like a decent number of teams, but like just no one. Like the prize pools were so small, and like it was basically just people playing for pride. It was fun though. I always enjoyed it. It really, I mean, everything in TF2 is for the love of the game. You're not getting paid. You're not getting updates. You get to clown on Overwatch every now and again, every time Blizzard does something.
So whenever Blizzard does something stupid, it's every weekend?
Yeah. Every time Blizzard does something, every time Blizzard makes some awful decision, you have someone from the TF2 community being like, you know what game doesn't charge you like $10 for a mid-sub battle pass every year? TF2 or every season. And they're like, yeah, we're still alive after 10 years on goddamn life support. Dude. Hey, I have a question. I was thinking about this earlier.
Okay.
I was like, this is a podcast question. You can have a power. I'm going to give you a power.
Okay.
All right. I am going to play the role of a genie.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you a power, but the power has to not be like a superpower.
Well, then what do you mean?
It has to be like a mid power. Like it can't be like something that's like insane. Like you can't, not like flying. Not something like it's like a power that wouldn't enable you to be a crime fighting superhero. Just like a cool ability you can do.
All right.
Like a racial passive as opposed to a spell slot. If you want to
Okay.
take it in
Then
D&D
I
terms.
think off the top of my head right away, you know what I'm gonna go with?
Yeah. wanna
The
hear this.
ability to diagnose and solve any computer problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can play
I'm
Baldur's
pretty
Gate
fucking
without
fed up.
crashing.
I'm pretty fed up with the amount of computer problems that I've had to deal with. And just knowing what the problem is and being able to solve it on my own would alleviate so much stress from my life. Like, I'm not even kidding. I think that's it.
That's pretty good. Like if I could, if I could never have an issue with a computer ever again.
I hate, like, let me make this clear, okay? We are filming a podcast on a computer. We are playing Uno on a computer. I fucking hate technology. Like, it's the worst thing that I think has ever happened.
That's okay. Wait a minute. From the guy that says that I hate cars and automobiles, that is insane thing to say.
But here's the thing, okay? I feel like I especially have a right to hate on technology because I studied programming in school as well.
So you should be. So you okay? You have a deeper understanding.
I have a deeper understanding of how computers work to a certain extent. Again, you know, hardware shit I don't know, but like I know how to program, I know how to run software and stuff, and like just as an example, Baldur's Gate, wonderful game. I love it. It's gotten a lot better because they're actively putting out updates to improve the stability of the game. For a while, it was literally unplayable for me. And it was due to a number of reasons, half of which were my fault, half of which were the developer's fault. And it was just it was a long and difficult process to figure out what the fuck was wrong. So, Dustin.
Yes.
The issues that I had with Baldur's Gate 3 was like 3 separate things. So, like, on the one hand, my drivers were out of date.
Okay.
Which is on me. On the other hand, the game was chugging away so much CPU, which is on the developers. And then finally, I didn't have enough memory because I'm a goddamn fucking idiot.
Oh wait, yeah. Didn't you find out you had like another drive
Yeah.
of like 900 gigs that you just
Yeah.
somehow didn't know you
Just
had?
put it there.
Whoops.
All of them could have been. All of them could have been just avoided completely.
I mean, no, that still would have had the driver issue and the CPU issue, but it would not have had the memory issue. And that was what we thought was the issue, the biggest issue for a while. So.
That did seem to have the most. I don't know. I felt like after you'd fixed that one, it was
It was a
mostly
lot better,
good.
yeah.
It seemed like your hard crashes had stopped.
Yes, I think
Like
that.
your full PC
I
crashes.
think that, as well as updating my drivers, fixed the fact that the game was crashing my computer.
Okay.
My computer has not crashed since that, although the game has crashed still.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, I can handle the game crashing. It was more than my computer crashing that was pissing me off.
I said it and the only reason I'm saying it now is because I've already said it once. I've already put it into the world, into the universe to screw me over.
Mm-hmm.
I have not had this game crash once.
I don't know how.
Not once. Throughout the beta, throughout now, every time I open the launcher, it says that my drivers are out of date, and I just say I don't care, and I keep playing anyway. And I have not had this game crash on me once, and it is great. I'm just living it up over here.
Good for you.
I'm waiting.
Proud of you.
I'm genuinely, it's crazy. I'm never like superstitious until
Are
it
you a
like
little suspicious?
I'm a little suspicious. Speaking of things not being super, I'm only a little bit suspicious. And if it starts crashing, I'm just gonna. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll just like convert to astrology or something because I just put it out into the universe and it happened. I guess that's proof.
What about you, Dustin, though? Regarding
My
Matt's
genie.
question of your mid power.
I don't know why, but the first thing that came to my mind was always being able to correctly guess coin flip.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I feel like that might be a superpower.
No, you
I
can't.
can't
No,
fight crime with that.
yeah. The distinction is like can you use it to fight crime?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If that's the distinction, then you're right. That you cannot use to fight crime.
I think always being able to guess things right would be you could potentially do
Here's
that.
the thing. I was
I
gonna say,
specifically
then you
narrowed
need
it
to
down to a coin flip.
I was gonna say, then don't have it be so specific about a coin flip. Just say that you are able to 100% of the time know the outcome of any probability event.
No, I think the coin flip is what makes it interesting.
Yeah, it also makes it mid.
The coin flip
Oh,
is what
cool,
makes it mad.
it's like, oh, cool, coin flip, whatever.
Like the power. If your life is an anime, right? This needs to be a power that like could exist in a slice of life, but it wouldn't make it like an action. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Okay.
Dustin knows what I mean.
yeah,
Yeah, he knows what I mean.
I get what you're saying. Calm down.
Dustin, have you ever watched Assassination Classroom?
I have not gotten to it yet. No, it's on my very long list of shows I need to get to.
Okay, because I just finished it earlier this week, finally.
Oh,
And it is really good.
That's what I said.
I enjoyed it. I mean, I started watching it at your recommendation.
And I was right.
Of course you're right. When it comes to anime, you're always right.
Oh, I'm always right. Aaron Rager has done nothing wrong.
Aaron, who?
Aaron Yeager has done nothing wrong.
No. You definitely just said Aaron Rager.
I definitely misspoke a little bit and tried to move on without anyone noticing, and that did not work.
Wrong.
Speaking of which, did you do your little catch up, Robert?
No, that's my next thing I'm watching is
Okay.
my Attack on Titan catch up.
Because you do probably have like a couple weeks, I think.
Yep, that's why I'm doing it now.
Fair.
So I'm gonna do my Attack on Titan catch up, and then the next thing I watch after that's probably gonna be a quick break from anime because I really want to watch Better Call Saul. I've seen Breaking Bad, but I haven't seen Better Call Saul yet, and I've heard that's also really good. So
I'm kind of tempted to watch Adventure Time.
yeah,
I've had that too. Every now and again, I'll get like a wave of clips on TikTok, and I'm like, this shit's pretty kind of funny.
That's happened to me on Twitter.
Yeah,
I remember when the show was out, I had no interest. I'm like, this looks dumb and stupid. I really don't care about this. And people would always be like, oh, but it's so serious. It has like really serious tones. Like, I don't care. It looks dumb. I can understand that's serious meaning or whatever, but it looks stupid. I don't care. But then I'm watching on clips now. It's like, what is all this about? What is going on in this show? I feel like I have to know now.
Yeah, especially because
None of this makes sense.
I already know how it ends, just because I think at one point I just got recommended the ending of Attack
Attack on Titan. Yeah.
Oh no! Don't tell us.
Don't spoil it to us. We haven't seen the spoilers yet.
It's the Adventure Time, Attack on Titan, Dude, imagine the crossover.
The Attack on Time.
The dog Jake turns into a Titan.
Dude, Adventure on Titan.
Adventure, dude. No, but I remember I think I just got like a clip of the ending, so I know how it ends, and I know how like all the major like relationships end up. But even though that, when I still see clips they still seem good.
Yeah.
And then, I know the ending, but it still just seems like something that's like genuinely. There's things in it that are just genuinely funny, and just like genuinely good like writing. I'm just like, oh, this looks good. So
I have no interest in watching the show myself, but like if
Sure.
you all started watching it and you were like, Rob, do you want to watch it with us? I'd be like, yeah, sure, I guess.
do you want to watch Steven Universe?
Actually, I have more interest in watching Steven Universe than Adventure Time. I will
Of
say
course
that.
of course he does.
I mean, I don't think it looks good. Actually, you know what show? You know what kids show? I absolutely still need to watch Gravity Falls.
Oh, of course you do, man.
Oh, same.
I have not seen Gravity Falls.
Oh, come on. That's top tier shit right there.
I've heard it's really good.
I love Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls might be one of like the funniest cartoon of all time.
Yeah?
I think it's hilarious, and it's also just really good.
I mean, I know a little bit about the show, but no, I haven't seen it in full. I've seen like a couple episodes and I've seen scenes and moments, but like
Gravity
Yeah,
Falls.
I only finished the first season. I watched a couple episodes of the second season, I guess. I never finished it.
Yeah. I think I've
You
already
should-
talked about my whole thing when I finished it, but it's I know it's top. It's like top of the list for me.
you guys know about the whole IRL hunt that was going on with that show?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of ARG stuff in the show, like
Yeah.
the ending of the opening. You play it backwards. You get the books. You can look into the books and do stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I've heard, but I thought I remember I watched a YouTube video that like went over. It was like an hour long, all about like the ARG that was like at the end of
Yeah.
the show's life.
Have you ever seen similarly Alex Hirsch, the guy who made it?
Mhm.
There's a really good video of him about interaction he has back and forth with like I forget what the department is called, but basically it's like the department in Disney that's like, hey, maybe this might be contrived the wrong way. Or maybe someone
Yeah.
might
or whatever.
yeah, something like that. And it's just him going back and forth with like the most ridiculous
Mhm.
like I am a 50-year-old man that does not understand how the world works, and I oddly think everything can sound like weird and sexual, every little thing except for things that actually could. It's weird. It's just real boomer energy.
Please
that
explain to me what a makeout party is and tell me where I can find one. 'Cause I'd really like to know what a makeout party is.
Basically, yeah.
This is one of my favorite parts of that video.
I think I've seen that video as well.
It's
sounds
really
familiar.
it's a very funny video.
It's really good considering Alex Hirsch voices his emails
part
back
to
to
it.
a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like I remember one was like, okay, well, they were like, we don't want this to be on the flyer. So they're like, all right, I'm gonna replace that with this does not apply. This does not follow our like regulations or something. And then they're like, please don't do that. And they're like, I'm gonna do it. And they're like, we've reviewed the previous thing. It can stay.
It's like
The most corporate bullshit.
it's like one of my favorite random moments in Danganronpa, and I can say this because you already had this happen, Matt. Where it's literally the bear talking, and in the middle of it, he's like, I bet you were removed to conform to censorship laws.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's like he was saying the most sexually explicit thing imaginable. Makes it so much worse.
I think that's good because then it can be anything.
Oh yeah.
And it's all
Especially 'cause
down
it's
to
like,
the
in that case, it's like it's implied he's saying something extremely filthy, and then after it says removed to conform to censorship laws, it immediately cuts back to him, and it's like, and all over her, and it's like, oh god. Yeah. I love how certain things get around censorship stuff. The South Park: The Stick of Truth game. You guys know that one?
Yeah.
Do you guys know
Yeah.
about the Australian version of the game?
Maybe. Probably.
So
Australia's pretty strict with, right?
yes,
When it comes to video games.
Australia is a lot more strict about stuff when it comes to video games. Yes. So in particular, in the game, there's two moments. The first is there's a section where you're on an alien spaceship getting anally probed.
As aliens tend to do, yep.
And then the second one is you giving an abortion. And both of those scenes were deemed not appropriate in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
So, but here's the thing is, how do you remove them while still making the game make sense? So what they did was they literally inserted just a placard. Like the one that I know is a crying koala bear. And it literally just says Australia deemed this scene too much, but basically he's getting a thing shoved up his butt.
Here's a koala bear.
Here's a koala bear that you can
something
look
you
at
Australians
instead.
are very familiar with.
And then there's like another one as well with other Australian animals on it as well. But the funny thing about it is that because of those random plaques and stuff that just skip parts of the game, the Australian version is actually the best for speedrun. So there's a way, and I actually have it myself, where you can actually modify your version of the game so that it becomes the Australian version.
Oh, you turn it upside down.
Yes, that's exactly how it works. Yeah, you actually turn your whole monitor upside down.
Yeah, there's a gyroscope that detects whether you're right side up or upside down. And if you're upside down, it's like, Australia. Of course.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that gets around censorship in fun ways. There probably is. And I remember when Hamilton the musical went on Disney Plus, there was a little bit of I shouldn't say controversy, but something that I didn't like. So like with kids stuff that's rated PG-13, you're allowed like one F-bomb.
Yeah.
And in the entire musical of Hamilton, there's 3. So because of that, they had to like bleep some of them in the Disney Plus musical or work a way around it somehow, and I don't like how they did it.
Did they not just censor it?
They had to censor it, yeah.
I mean, did they not just like cut it out basically?
Well, it's kind of hard when you're in the middle of a song to just like cut. So what they did was they either had to do a bleep over it, or I think were one of them they did like a DJ disc scratch.
Yeah, something like that. That's typically how they do it.
Yeah, I just wish I understand why they had to get rid of the F-bombs, but like it's good with the F-bombs.
I really do think that the third F-bomb is essential to understanding the American Revolution.
Yeah?
I do, yeah. Because if I was to be text without representation, I cannot think of another word that I would use.
I would let out at least 3 F-bombs.
I think to contain me to just one would be impossible, really.
Un-American even.
Truly. I mean, come on, man. I don't think they were saying fudge England when they were throwing the tea in the water.
I know, really.
Those mother effers.
Those hooligans.
I don't think they were
frick.
censoring themselves. You think there's got to be some like What's this? Do you think they had the same swear words? No.
Probably, and then some.
What time period are you talking about? A couple hundred years ago?
The Revolutionary War. Do you think they had the same swear words?
Some of them, yes.
Yeah, some of them, and then some more.
And
They probably don't use anymore.
Yeah, but do you think they had like bitch?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's in the Bible.
They didn't say.
Yeah, bitch is in the Bible. Yeah,
it's in the
Yeah.
Bible.
Yes.
Yeah, bitch, hell, whore.
Dude,
I
remember.
I remember it from the Simpsons.
Honestly,
joke.
the most recent, or I shouldn't say the most recent, the newest of like the swear words. Honestly, if I had to guess, is probably the F slur.
But the UK uses them to describe cigarettes.
Yeah, but that's not. Yeah, but that's a
That's not-
shortened version and doesn't stand for that.
And that's not what it used. That's not what they use. They're not used as a slur. Okay. I wonder. That could be.
So out of curiosity, I just looked it up. Origin of fuck is early 16th century, so that'd be the 1500s.
Oh damn.
Of Germanic origin.
Of course.
Compare Swedish dialect fucka and the Dutch dialect fuckelen, possibly from an Indo-European root meaning strike. Strike is in like hit someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he fucking hit me.
Any other ones I should look up the origin for?
Nah, I'm good. I just wanted to know if we had. You know what? That makes me feel a little bit more connected to our past, knowing that if we stubbed our toe, we'd probably half mine. Yeah, I've never. This really makes me feel connected to my white half.
Wait,
There's
there's a whole.
probably saying it too.
All right, wait. You ready?
Yeah.
So I typed in just history of swear words because I was curious, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what I was not expecting was a 2021 documentary named History of Swear Words, where Nicolas Cage goes over the history, usage, and cultural impact of the most notorious swear words in the English language. What?
I mean, National Treasure.
This is an actual thing on Netflix. Holy shit.
Is it new or is it old?
2021.
Oh, wow. Well,
Like,
that
last 2 years.
All right. Well, that National Treasure money is going to run out eventually.
Holy shit.
So,
dude, forget Attack on Titan. I got this to watch now.
And when you're done with that, you can catch up with One Piece because the live action's out now.
I had to explain to him that thing you sent.
The text exchange thing.
Yeah, you want to read that text out word for word, Dustin?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Do you want to read
99% of it?
Do you want to read it out mostly word for word?
I guess sure.
Wait a minute. Let me oh god, hopefully this doesn't. Let me pull it up. Dustin, what's oh yeah, okay, Dustin, which one do you want to be?
I guess that'll be blue.
For anyone wondering, they say they say the N word. Well, not the bad kind, the chill kind.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't they both kind of the bad kind?
Nah.
He's like
I'm just saying,
that's not what we're saying. You know that's not what we're saying. You shut your mouth, you stupid contrarian. Christ alive.
You stopped that immediately. Holy shit.
Couldn't even get a word out.
Yeah, obviously it's not chill for everyone to say. But one is a lot more jarring to hear.
One is a lot more jarring to hear.
As
the other one, you listen to the guy from GTA sing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
As there is a Childish Gambino bar Childish Gambino bar that literally says that it sounds weird. It sounds a lot weirder. Damn. Yeah. All right. So minus that, Dustin, do you want to? Oh wait, I would start then, right?
Yeah.
I would start then. FYI, what
Iffy.
the people iffy?
Yeah.
It's not FYI.
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Yeah, I don't
what's
know
it?
why you read it to me earlier as FYI. as well. I
FYI.
was
Oh
like,
no,
what?
maybe
he's
I'm.
talking to somebody named Iffy.
Oh, maybe I'm just dyslexic.
Maybe.
Oh
Wouldn't be
God.
wouldn't surprise me.
What does that mean?
That's his name.
No. I mean, what does that mean? He's saying I'm not surprised if I was
Oh.
dyslexic. What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Just me joking.
Oh no, God. I don't know about this. I don't think I'm dyslexic. Have you ever been tested for it? No.
I think you're
You find
dyslexic when it comes to numbers sometimes.
Do you find reading hard? Sometimes. Iffy. What the people saying about this live action One Piece?
They fucking with it as far as I seen. You like it?
I ain't watched it. I just know I'm not watching a cartoon because it might as well be this. Oh, maybe I am dyslexic. Holy shit. I'm actually having a wait. Let me go. Let me take my turn. Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
god, you're killing me.
I ain't watched it. I just know I'm not watching a cartoon because it might as damn well be The Simpsons for the amount of episodes it has. The live action version is my only option for getting into the world. So I just wanted to know if it was faithful to the cartoon.
They just said
Oh,
the
yeah.
live action
They nailed it.
versions.
And then it says this N-word stretch. And I had to explain it because I had to explain to Rob that he can actually stretch.
Yeah, that Luffy's whole thing is that he stretches.
I tried to
Right,
say
so then I
Mr.
said, wait, he stretches like in this live action thing?
Yeah.
I tried to say that he
You said the white version of what that guy said.
I tried to say that he stretches like Mr. Fantastic, but he had no idea what I meant. And then he said Elastigirl, and I'm like, yes, like Elastic.
Perfect, yeah.
Because
He's made of rubber.
Because Luffy ate the stretchy stretch fruit, I believe.
No, he ate the gum gum fruit. Yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum gum. Yeah yo yeah yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo.
I know that the fruit all have those stupid names. I thought it was the stretchy stretch fruit, but apparently it was the gum gum fruit.
The gum gum fruit.
Damn.
Funny, because
He's
earlier
made
I
of
said
rubber.
that I also
How did
liked
that
it.
happen?
When
Yo
I was
ho
talking
ho, he
about
took
Matt earlier, I was saying that I also get stretchy after eating a kumquat.
It's just the fruit, man.
Yeah.
Yes, you see, that is not a power that would qualify under the thing. Because that
Very,
makes
very
him a
okay.
super. That makes him a superhero. That would make him a superhero. And it does make him a superhero.
Yeah.
Luffy's
You know
a
what? I
superhero.
have a question, Matt. Similar to
Yeah.
yours, okay? What's
Sure.
the closest thing, and this may take a little bit more thinking, okay?
Oh, I'm great at that.
What is the closest thing that you actually have to like a superpower?
I can say the N-word.
And this friend group might as well be.
Except that you still
Whoa,
didn't
how does he do it?
You had the opportunity to read it right there, and you didn't.
Yeah, I don't want to say it on the podcast.
You could bleep it out for yourself.
I have no reason to say it, man.
Yeah.
Hey, are you like harassing me right now? Are you like
No
harassing
comment.
me
I
to
want a
like
lawyer.
try to
I
say
want a
the
lawyer.
N-word?
I want a lawyer.
Hey, colored boy, say the N-word. Say the N-word for us. Is that what you're doing right now?
No.
All right.
Don't put words in my mouth.
I mean, you're trying to put words in my mouth, and there are words you can't say.
One.
That's one thing I always found that I could get some laughs with. Is if I'm ever trying to imitate a white person and I describe myself as colored boy, it's very funny. It's very
funny.
It's shocking, but not enough to get people to be like, that's too far.
Right.
They're like, They probably have a grandparent that has said that unironically.
Yeah.
Damn, is it February yet? No, all right,
What? My dude, it's September.
almost,
What do you mean almost?
almost.
Today's the 1st.
I know. I'm waiting for February, where Dustin's not gonna be an ally anymore.
Dustin's not going to be what?
Dustin's not doing the bid anymore.
I decided the bid is done.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I told him he should do the opposite.
oh, you
Oh,
told
you
him he
did.
should do
You
the
did
opposite.
say that.
Yeah.
I totally forgot you said that. Yeah.
Yeah, I told him he
What
should.
are you
Oh
gonna
no,
do?
still.
What is
It's-
Dustin going to send you
yeah.
a slur every?
I mean, he
verdict's still
can.
out there. I don't
Yeah,
know
so-
if I'm,
Dustin. Dustin.
I'm still in the lab with that one. I don't know.
So he's
All
lapping
right,
it up.
Matt.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. I have a weird question. Okay.
Wait. First, I'm just gonna preface. In case this is someone's first episode and they don't know what the bid is. Both Dustin and Rob are not racist in canon. Canonically not racist.
By that he means we're not racist.
The fan theory is, the fans like to think it is. But during Black History Month,
I think I
Dustin
might
would
ask
send me.
fired if someone from my work listens to this.
No, I'm saying you're not racist. I'm only saying good things about you.
You're saying it in a very indirect way, though. That's why I had to say, don't be like the canon is. No, the fact is, I'm not racist.
Canon is reality. Canon is reality.
In real world canon.
Canon makes us sound like a TV show.
Everything we
real-
live is canonical to real life.
Yeah. And every story that is based on a true event takes place in the same cinematic universe. We all know this. Anyway, to put it briefly, Dustin would send me a meme or like a quote or something empowering every day during Black History Month because he's an ally.
Yeah.
But he's not doing that bit anymore because I think he ran out. And he's been doing it for like 3 years.
Every day.
Yeah. So I merely suggested that it may even be easier
Oh no! Don't say that.
it may even be easier, not for him specifically, just in general, if he did the opposite this year. He just
Send you anti-black quotes and memes.
Honestly, you could just send me a PragerU video once every day.
Yeah. PragerU video. Record the RNC this year.
The presidential debates, but it's cut down.
The Republican primary debates.
Yeah. You could just send me like Rob DeSantis' website. And I know what you were talking about.
Maybe if that's the way we're going with them, I consider it. If I'm taking that kind of route, maybe.
Dude,
Yeah,
you a
so
picture
I
of
was
Clarence
gonna
Thomas.
say, is the last day of February Dustin just gonna straight up DM you like the N-word? Like
the funny thing is he could, and I would never tell a soul.
That's a lie. You would tell us.
I would not.
I think he's trying to lure me in right now.
I would never.
Okay.
I would never tell anyone.
Matt,
I'd keep it to myself.
Matt, you see Dustin's DMs you the N-word. Just the N-word, no context, okay?
Yes.
What's your immediate reaction?
What's my wait? Is it in this context where I'm expecting it, or it's like no? It's just like
it's in this context where you're expecting Dustin to send you something non-ally.
non-ally.
It's the last day of February.
I say,
then-
all right. I say, damn, man, that's crazy. Props.
All right. Now here's my real question.
He did it. I told him to, and he did it. That's insane.
All right. Same situation, but I do it.
Oh, I call your place of work immediately. Get this man off the streets.
Yeah. Oh, God.
You want this man teaching the children? Unprompted, send me the slur.
I make a YouTube video about it. I make a whole YouTuber
A whole
thumbnail.
expose.
A whole YouTuber thumbnail. Nah, never, man. I'd be like, what? Question mark? And then you could just be like, sorry, my dad took my phone, and I'd be like, okay.
I was like, what?
I was gonna say like my I don't know. My little
cat
cousin
typed it.
my cat walked across my keyboard.
Would you like to know my cat's name?
I named him after my favorite author's cat.
Yeah.
You happen to know
Yeah.
HP Law. That's a throwback meme in this group.
H.P. Lovecraft's cat.
The extra in my name for a little bit was HP Lovecraft's cat.
Oh, you want to hear something funny that's kind of similar?
Sure.
So I finished my like portfolio website that has all like my stuff on it that I've done, like
Shouldn't be
photography
typing
and
that there.
video. Yeah, right in the about me section. I just typed that and left it. No. So I finished the whole website. And I included the video that I made with me, Rob, George A, and Shane of looking at my old YouTube channel. And at the time, and I didn't realize this, or I guess I didn't remember it until I had kind of like put it on the website and all, that was around the time that we were memeing about. Do you remember Space Movie 1992?
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. George A's profile picture on Discord in that video is the movie art for that movie. And if you Google that right now, you'll see why. I mean, there's no way anyone that I send that to realizes that. It's just
But
not.
if they do, they're like, huh.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if they do, that means they know about it. Either they're not going to mention it because they don't want to admit they know about it, or they're a memer and they'll just be chill. I don't think I can miss here.
I mean, you can definitely miss, but
I think the odds of them knowing what Space Movie 1992 is a huge stretch. The idea that they would identify it by the movie cover is even crazier.
No, I agree.
favorite
It's a long shot.
That's my favorite movie.
You think I don't know the movie poster? Get out of here.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, if you're able to recognize that movie by the movie cover, that says more about you than them.
It's just
This is more about them than you.
I honestly didn't know. I feel like if you had just showed me, even now, before I saw it on there, if you had just showed me that cover, I'd be like, yeah, I mean, that's like kind of familiar. I feel like I've seen that before, but I don't like know where. I only recognized it because I knew the context, because I knew he had that as his profile picture at some point. And it was around the time that we were joking about it, so that's why.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really funny.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was going over the website and I looked at it and I was like, because I was wondering what my profile picture was. Because I was like, maybe I should look at that. I don't remember what it was. And then I looked at that and I was like, oh. Luckily, that's the last thing on the website. So it's also just something that like I'm not necessarily like, oh, this is like my best work, but I am proud of it, which is why I included it.
You make sure to include the Yamper GIF.
The Hamper GIF.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen laughing as Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Did you put those in your real high hits?
I did not.
Did you put the podcast?
The logo and set is in there under like the illustration design.
But not any of the recordings.
No, I want to wait until I get like a maybe like a nice succinct like 2.5 like minute 32-minute trailer made, and then I can use that as like editing work. And I think once I do that, I'll make like a whole because it's like broken up into sections.
Mm-hmm.
So I think at one point, once I kind of have it in a place where I'm happy with it, I'll just make a whole thing that's like Lads AM podcast and have all this stuff like the logo, the background, maybe like a couple of like the clips and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I do have the logo and stuff in there under design because I do like it. So we are represented.
There you go.
Well, we really lost that round to the bot, huh?
About the podcast, not the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I wish you would know that.
So I know this is something you want to talk about, Matt. It's something I want to talk about. I'm trying to think of how to phrase this to not like, get us arrested or on the FBI watch list or anything. But like
Don't say it, Slayer.
but like when is it time to overthrow the government?
When is it time to overthrow the government?
Because they are dying.
Dude.
Fucking
how
McConnell lost it again.
He did. I was thinking about this. Do you remember when I told you about those like fake bus stops in Europe?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where like people who have dementia will like try to leave, so they'll like go to say the bus stop.
So we have a fake Congress.
I think we should have a fake Congress building, and then just I feel like what's the Democrat lady who is in a similar situation?
Feinstein, yeah.
Feinstein, where they were like literally telling her just vote yes.
Yep.
Oh,
like that's insane.
Yep. Yeah, no, both of them need to be out of office immediately.
Yeah. I
large
think
percentage of them need to be out of office immediately.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. Like, anyone who listens to us will know that all three of us are, liberal. But like this is where he comes out as completely Republican.
I'm a libertarian.
But no, the bigger thing is just the fact of like, this is not a partisan thing. Like, we're throwing Feinstein under the bus as well. Like,
yeah.
So this is ridiculous. Stop having people over the age of like 70 serve in the government.
What's the word? I keep seeing the word get thrown around. Gerontocracy or something?
Geriatric society?
Something. It's some G word that basically means government run by all old people.
It's a G unit.
It's probably geriatric something or something like that. Because
geriocracy.
Be that. Yeah, geriocracy.
It's when Jerry Seinfeld is the president. We're now at geriocracy.
And instead of
let this happen,
instead of reciting the not national anthem, Pledge of Allegiance, instead of reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, we just recite the B-movie script.
Oh, I looked it up, Matt. Gerontocracy.
Gerontocracy. And I feel like that's just like one of the buzzwords that people catch on to when things go on. And a lot of people like to pretend like they knew what it meant the whole time. But I, as someone who did just learn what that word means, and I'm very open about not knowing what it was beforehand. Yeah, it's just it's just a country, it's just a government run by old people for old people. And younger people get exploited.
Yep, and that's what's happening.
Yeah. So I propose that we just make a fake Congress building, and we just every day at like maybe, I don't know, let them sleep in, maybe at a cool 8:30, 9 o'clock. We just put Mitch McConnell in that building.
Yeah.
And we just let him just walk around and pretend to make laws until like noon when we give him lunch. And then at maybe a solid 3:30, we go, all right, you're done for the day. Good job, Senator. And then, or whatever he is. Is he a senator?
He's senator, yeah.
Yeah. They're like, good job, Senator. And then we do it all again the next day. I think that would be great for us.
I thought you were going to say we're going to set up a fake Congress building, and then whoever falls for it gets kicked out of Congress.
I was kind of thinking that as well.
I think that's the way. I think that's where we should go. If you're
just-
stupid enough to you went to the same building for work every day, and you went to the wrong one. Get out of here! Consider yourself voted off this island.
Fire represents your life, and your fire is out. You're getting nah. I mean, I don't know. As someone that works with people with dementia on a daily basis, I could not imagine any of the people that I work with holding any type of power.
Mm-hmm.
It's
it's a scary thought.
yeah, and the people I work with, just today, one of the ladies that she's been declining for a little bit. She just got lost today. And I just very quickly stopped everything I was doing, and I talked to her, and she was say, I'm looking for my room. And I'm like, I know exactly where your room is. And I brought her to her room. And I'm like, it happens, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm not but she's not holding political office. She's living in it.
For her.
I would just the other day I said, she asked me what the menu was, and the menu was posted right on the board. And I wasn't go look at the board. I told her what it was. And I was like, we're having tacos. And she was like, and she legitimately said, what's a taco? And I'm like, okay, I don't know how I would explain to you this with my voice. But now I need to do it in sign language. I don't know how to describe what a taco is in sign language. That's out of my realm of my realm of ability.
She should have said, "Don't worry about it."
That's what I did. I told her it was a sandwich with meat in it, and she said, "Okay, that sounds good," and that's what I gave her.
Here's a depressing fact. Okay, I just looked up the age of every senator in the current Senate. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as a friendly reminder to the two of you, in case you don't know, and to people listening, there are 100 total senators, okay?
2 for each state.
2 for each state. How many of them do you think are the age 70 or older?
How many are 70 or older?
Yep.
I feel like we're looking at a solid 60%. So 60 of them?
You think it's not quite that high?
Not that high? I thought it was
15.
going to be high.
Split the middle. It's about 33.
Oh, really?
I was kind of cheating a little bit because I literally saw a video saying what the average age was of the Senate and the House. So I was trying to do backwards math there.
I was trying to bet high because I thought it was going to be something ridiculous.
No.
It's 33 that are 70 or higher, and 4 that are 80 or higher.
How old do you have to be?
And hey, all 33 should be kicked out.
True. How old do you have to be for Senate?
30.
That's insane.
Yep. So that being said, since you have to be 30, how many do you think are how many do you think are 40 or younger?
Oh, 6.
No, 3.
Oh God.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna say 0. So
now 3. You have a senator from Alabama who is 40, one from Ohio that's 38, and one from Georgia that's 35. How many do you think are younger than 50?
Younger than 50?
Younger than 50. 49 or younger.
Like, I don't know.
20.
Nope. 10.
Dude, I didn't think I was gonna make it to 25. You're telling me that like they're all over 50?
Yeah?
That's insane.
Yeah.
Why can't we just have limits on that? They limit the young people. Can we just shift it? Can we shift it down a little bit? I don't know.
Unfortunately, the people who would shift it down are the same geriatrics who are running it.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that, but I'm also like,
so to be in the House of Representatives, you only need to be 25, okay?
Oh, okay. Okay.
How many do you think are 30 or younger?
Like a 438.
There's like 400.
Yeah, there's like 438 of them. So how many are between the ages of 25 and 30?
27.
You ready for this?
It's gotta be a really small number.
1.
It's that Gen Z kid, right, from Florida?
It is. Yep, it is one person from Florida. Yep.
Yeah.
Who was born literally 1 year exactly before me.
Yeah, because everyone's making videos. He's the first Gen Z person in Congress.
Yep.
That's
next youngest is 33.
Like there are definitely.
Huh?
Is that AOC?
So there's 4 that are 33, and AOC is one of them.
Yeah.
AOC, another one from Florida, one from Texas, and one from California are all 33. And then you start getting into the 30s, and then it's, handfuls here and
There's
there.
400 of them, so.
Yeah, like 34. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that are 34. Only one that's 35. Handful of 36. Oldest in the representatives. Let's see here. On the other end,
200.
Feinstein, right?
102.
Well, Feinstein's in the Senate.
This is House.
Oh yeah, she is.
House music.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 or 80 or higher.
Look, there are people our age that I would never want holding any type of political power. But there are also people our age that I think are just like incredible human beings who I would 100% trust with that level of power or even more.
Dude,
like
this is
me.
This is I'm at the point where like part of me wants to run for political office because it's like, fuck it, I can't do any worse than the geriatrics who are doing it.
Yes, Rob the Gamer 115 is who I want running for. I want him to run for the. I want to vote for Rob again.
Yeah,
I voted for Rob once before, and I would do it again.
Once again lose the vote. Once again lose the election. It's to the same person as before.
Imagine that would be.
I won't say her name, but
that would be insane. first ban president, and then what, Congress?
Mm-hmm. And then I lose it to the president.
Meanwhile, Seth Moulton's like, "What's going on here? Who are these two people? How do they both beat me?"
Here's the thing: I will go ahead and fucking call out our representative. I don't like him anymore.
I'm not particularly fond of him.
But I mean, yeah, but
that's why part of me wants to be like, in a couple of years, part of me wants to save up money and just say fuck it, because you can run for the House for like $10,000, like $10,000 you can run. Yeah. I could save that up in a couple of years.
Yeah, but yeah, as I was like just saying, like there are people like that my age that I went to that I met in like college or something that I genuinely think could hold that power and do a really good job. At the very least, I trust them because I judge that they're genuine people.
Yep.
So I feel like you could just lower the age could be lower on certain things.
I
mean, for what? what is the major, like, what is the difference?
The big difference for me, in terms of where the minimum ages are, the big difference, as far as I'm concerned, is psychologists have proven time and time again that most adult men do not reach full maturity until they are 24. And in that sense, I think having the House minimum age of 25 is awesome. If you want to lower the age of the Senate to 25 and the presidency to 25, go for it. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not
But
saying
anything younger than 25, I would not want running.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said our age.
Oh, I thought you were saying. Okay, sorry.
We're 20. We're 25.
Are you want to accept it?
I thought you, but I thought you were
not
saying you wanted to like lower age range even more. Sorry.
No, I'm saying our age.
I think when you said our age, I thought you were still talking about when you were in college. So like our age in college.
No.
Okay.
And like
just me twisting your words as usual.
I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, there are people that I've seen mature incredibly between like 21 and 25, and there are people that have stayed the same for better or for worse between 21 and 25. Like, sure, like maybe that you have like there could be something there where it'd be like, all right, maybe we don't, but people like our age, because what's you say the minimum was 30? Or 30
for the Senate, yes, that's 30.
Like, there's not a huge difference there between 25 and 30. But at least I personally would feel more represented by someone who was like 25 than someone who's 35, because 10 years can be a lot.
I mean, I would feel more represented by someone who's 35 than someone who's 85. Like,
exactly. And if we're gonna go if they're gonna, if like such the hypothetical situation where someone does bring up the idea that you're not mature until 25, why do we? But we know how to. We kind of know how we don't know a lot about dementia, which is why it's really scary, and just the aging process in general. But we know when it starts, and it's a lot earlier than fucking 80.
Yeah,
but we still let them run around.
Oh yeah, no.
What's the most insane part about the most recent Mitch McConnell thing is that the question he was being asked
was are you running for re-election?
Are you running for re-election in 2026?
Well, that's because Senate terms are 6 years.
I know, but that's 2026. That's 2 years.
3.
3 years. 3 years. I don't know. 2020. I don't know.
We're in 2023. They're talking about the election that would happen in 2026.
Yeah, but the year is almost over. I'm bad at math.
Right, but the election would be at the end of 2026.
I'm dyslexic. Anyway.
That is like the least important part of this.
Anyway, 2 to 3 years. Regardless.
He's going to be dead before that.
Dude, I'm not sure he's alive right now, and he's not being operated by a rat under his hat.
He's like, he's fucking getting Weekend at Bernie's.
He's getting fucking ratatouille'd over here. I'm not convinced he's not. So
I like how the reporter was like, okay, I'm going to ask the question that everyone wants to know the answer to. Are you going to run for re-election in 2026? And then he goes, what's the question? And the reporter's like, are you going to run again in 2026? And then that's when he freezes. It's like, ugh, Christ.
It's like, oh,
this guy.
I sure hope the answer is no.
I hope the answer is no. I'm resigning effective today.
Dude, even I don't like Mitch McConnell.
Here's the thing. This would be actually... All right, this is the best case scenario. It's not happening. But like, best case scenario. You ready?
Stairs.
No. So Dianne Feinstein sees what's happening with Mitch McConnell, right?
He misses a step at the top of this.
Dianne Feinstein sees what's happening with Mitch McConnell, right?
Yeah.
She says, okay, he needs to be done, and I also need to be done. She goes to him and says, look, what if both of us resign together? That way, neither party says anything, and it's doing the best for the country as a whole.
Her Brady is not capable of saying that much anymore.
No,
she cannot think that far ahead.
I'm aware.
Can we get like
it's like a nice thought that like if they resign together, that could also be like a really good show of bipartisanship too.
I think Stairs would be better.
Stairs would be more effective.
That'd be a better outcome, I think, for this country.
Oh,
Just some
All
Stairs
right.
with a missing step.
All right, Mr. McConnell, if you want to run for re-election,
You
You
need
need
to
to
literally run down these stairs.
you need to go down these stairs. Can I use the chair? No.
Ted Cruz's time was 3 seconds. Go crazy.
Did you see the other thing? Did you see the Ted Cruz thing?
I saw. I
wait,
didn't.
what Ted Cruz
I
thing?
didn't hear it, but I saw it pretty much, like the muted
Wait,
So,
what?
version of it.
so basically, there was, I don't know what body it was, but basically they just released guidelines. It was two things. One was about like ceiling fans, because he opens the video being like, Biden wants to take away your ceiling fans
What?
Which
because
he doesn't, by the way.
no, because some governing body was, I don't know what the people, I don't remember what they were, but basically they're like, we're just gonna add regulations so that people that manufacture things like ceiling fans in the future make them more energy efficient.
Okay,
That's literally
sure.
all they said. They're like, we're just
Uh-huh.
gonna make sure manufacturers, not people, not
Yep.
the average American,
Yep.
manufacturers are just gonna have to make their things more energy efficient.
How dare they
And-
attack my ceiling fan?
And here comes Ted Cruz telling you that Biden wants to take your ceiling fans away. And then he's like,
Well,
some
here's
other-
the thing. The argument works with guns, so of course it's going to work with ceiling fans.
And then some other one was like, maybe you shouldn't drink more than like 2 regular size drinks like a day or a week, I think it was.
It was like
Like a
2 beers a day or something.
Yeah, like regular size drinks.
Even though that's more of a study than anything.
Yeah, and it's more of a guidelines. It's like just don't drink a lot. And if you don't, and like anyone who does drink over like 2 drinks a day, they're not doing it for their health. They already know the health risks. Like no one, this affects literally no one. But then Ted Cruz had to do this weird thing where like he got like a bunch of dudes behind him. And then after he was like, you can't take our beers away. You can't take our beers away. And then he was like, they like sip a drink and they all took a drink of beer at the same time. And they're all wearing like the same plaid shirt.
This sounds like the most cringe King of the Hill parody ever.
It is
That's
so
Ted Cruz.
that is Ted Cruz.
Dude,
It's
fucking,
like-
where's the parody of Ted Cruz being like, I'm gonna go on about the propane.
It's like, yeah.
Propane's where it's at.
Funny, he's like, you can kiss my ass if you think you're taking away my beer. And he takes like the pussiest hummingbird sip of beer you've ever seen in your life. He barely drinks any of it. I don't know how much even got in his mouth.
Dude, he's like me. He's like me and doesn't like beer.
Yeah,
but
you can tell he doesn't like beer, but he needs to pretend to be a tough guy for the Republicans or whatever. But it's like, you look like that wasn't even a real sip. It just touched your lips.
Ted. Hey, Teddy. If I can call you that. Actually, no. No. Teddy's
Hey,
a respectable.
Raphael.
Teddy's a respectable politician. Hey, Ted.
Wait, there's a politician named Teddy?
Yeah, it's our mayor. Anyway.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
I love that guy. But I'm like, hey, Ted. I came to terms that I just like the girliest, fruitiest drinks that I can get at any time. You can do the same thing.
Dude.
It's very liberating. You don't need to pretend to like to drink beer. It's fine.
To be fair though, Matt, you lucked out, and I did the same way, in that you're in a friend group where like all of us very few of us drink beer. Like, because like I don't drink beer.
Yeah, it's just not. It doesn't taste good.
No, it tastes like shit.
No, and I've
I
like
don't
mentioned
understand how people. Do you drink beer, Dustin?
Not really. I just only had beer one time. My coworkers asked me out to go out for a drink.
Like beer was like one of the first drinks I tried, and it was terrible.
Yeah, it's awful. And they're like, it's an acquired taste. And I'm like, I'm not paying for an acquired taste.
Yep, I was told the exact same thing. Is you'll get used to the taste. It's like, fuck that. I'm not going to spend a couple $100 on drinks and I'm not going to enjoy just so that I get used to the taste. Fuck that. I'm not drinking to get drunk. I'm drinking because it's a delicious drink. If I happen to get drunk, so be it.
At the the lounge area where I went to school, where they would do like especially during improv shows.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had a couple friends that were in improv, but one specific friend that I ended up rooming with. He was in improv, and so I would go to all the improv shows, and you could buy Mike's Hard Lemonade at the improv shows.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I found out that I really like Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
So people would be getting beers from there, and I'm like, well, that's gross. But you know what, what's not gross is fruity lemonade drinks that I can get right here in my college.
Mm-hmm.
So that's and then that's kind of just like have been my go-to since. And it's and it tastes, it's just fruity and it tastes good.
Oh yeah.
Arizona made spiked drinks.
Have you had them?
I have, yeah. That's what we had some at when I went to Cape Cod a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I tried them too. They're pretty. I like them.
Yeah, I haven't tried those, but
dude, the day that it is the tea.
Yeah, that's the best part. Is it actually tastes like Arizona tea.
Yeah, dude, the day that they do the juices, it's over.
Yeah.
I'm going. Yeah, the day they make alcoholic mucho mango, it's done for me. My liver's going bye-bye. The day I can get I can't remember what the names are. What's
Grape Aid?
Grape Aid. What's that? The hard one to find. The one you used to get. The bear one.
The golden bear. Yeah.
Yeah. Once I got that,
dude.
Or it's done.
That one's also strawberry lemonade. So,
dude, it's just Mike's Hard Lemonade with difference.
Yeah.
What also cemented Mike's Hard Lemonade was when the post went around that it follows the same format as like D&D spells.
Wait, what?
For example, spells like Liamon's Tiny Hut.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Liamon's Tiny Hut?
Yep, I used that quite a bit in our first campaign.
Yeah. Person's name, adjective.
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Mike's Hard.
Oh my god.
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
That's amazing.
And there's a couple of spells like that. Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Yep. There's a number of D&D spells like that,
Yeah, there's a number of D&D spells that Mike's Hard Lemonade fits. And I just thought that was great.
Can we make Mike's Hard Lemonade and do a D&D spell?
Mike's Hard Lemonade. What would that be?
Wait. Oh my god, Matt, I got it. You ready?
I'm fascinated by what the idea of that.
Mike's Hard Lemonade, right?
I want to make a wizard named Mike.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
The target is immediately forced to drink the stuff.
The stuff?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
The stuff.
You mean the stuff. We've talked about D&D on the podcast before. Have I ever described what the stuff was?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Okay. So we got to go back a little bit before I started playing D&Ds with these guys. D&D with these guys. It was a one shot that I had run junior year in preparation for a full campaign that I ended up running senior year. So there is a town basically full of like more monstrous races, not racists, races. I am dyslexic in speech as well. So there were like, bugbears, goblins, hobgoblins, maybe the occasional like drow. What were considered
All
more like
bugbears.
were considered more like evil or monstrous races.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this town full of them, and there was a tavern there. And the tavern was run by a kobold named Wolfgang, who they know very well, and has been in every single campaign ever. Very beloved character in the D&D canon, if I had to say. So off rip, someone in the campaign had asked, just give me the strongest stuff you have. And so I was just kind of being like, oh, you want the strongest stuff we have? Well, all right. Hey, Ma, they want the strongest stuff we got, Ma. And I just kind of said that randomly. So it turned into that the stuff, trademark pending, is just this like concoction of just like it basically just turns into like tar, is how I typically describe it. Like you turn it over and it's kind of like a Dairy Queen like blizzard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't fall out. And that typically the most common instance of it is that you go blind. Pretty much it blinds you, which is what happened then. The person that drank it just went blind and they had to help him around. The next worst thing is that you just get knocked out, and it can continuously get worse and worse from there. What I didn't realize is that I basically had created the like most easily obtainable bioweapon in Dungeons and Dragons, which now anytime there's a tavern that has the stuff, these guys and the rest of the players are like, I'm gonna stock up on this because we're gonna force feed it.
Dude.
My character
every
now
enemy.
knows for some reason to take 50 of these.
Dude,
Just
it
a hunch,
is
I
the
guess.
fucking bioweapon. There needs to be a Geneva Conventions in our D&D campaign. The fucking stuff needs to be outlawed and fucking like only like highly trained people are allowed to work with it.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's Wolfgang and Ma. Wolfgang and his mom. They're the only people that know how to make it.
True.
Well, the rest of his family does too, but that's lore stuff.
Wait, Wolfgang has more family?
Dude, what are you talking about? You've met like 3 of them so far.
Wait, I know one.
Yeah,
Wait. Are you counting Don Cush's family?
No.
Well, didn't he marry Don Cush's aunt?
George's character, Don Cush's aunt, Auntie Yupa, they haven't been officially married yet, but they are in a relationship with Wolfgang.
Wolfgang, right.
Wolfgang, there are multiple. There's Boss Man, which you met in the Feywilds, if you remember, in campaign 2. His name is Boss Man. And then this is gonna sound really just bizarre to everyone that isn't in the game, because you're just like, how does this make sense? How does this follow any sort of logic? The cop that showed up in the Halloween episode, if you remember the Halloween party one, and the cop showed up.
Vaguely.
He was a relative. He was a kobold who had the same accent as Wolfgang.
Wow.
And he was a cop whose name was I forget what his name was, but it abbreviated to ACAB.
Oh,
I remember
nice.
that. Yeah.
So his nickname was he was a cop furball named ACAB, and I thought that was really funny. But I have the whole where basically all of his siblings own like he has like this kind of strained relationship with his family.
Mm-hmm.
And they all own different taverns in different places. And I've talked about this before, but that's kind of what like a one shot or like a mini campaign I want to run is when you kind of go to all different like crazy tavern locations and you meet the
Dude, you fucking go
rest of
bar
the
hopping
family.
across the multiverse.
That's really what it is. That's exactly what it is. Actually, that's
This
the most
one's in
perfect.
Ohio.
Yeah, this one's in a volcano. This one's on a spooky
It's like the fucking
train.
beginning of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky, where they're like,
Bar.
there's a time gear in the forest. There's one rumored to be in a volcano.
And then there's
You're
one
fucking talking
in
about these taverns.
Wisconsin. There's one in Wisconsin.
There's one in Korea.
Like, yeah. But no, that is, yeah, Wolfgang's family, and they all know how to make stuff, which is. Why did we bring up stuff again? I forget. I got
Because I
lost.
was saying we could use Mike's Hard Lemonade as a spell to
Oh, and
force
they have
feed them the stuff.
and they have to drink the stuff. Yeah. I mean, we could. I like that idea. I think
I think it's a high level spell because the stuff is very powerful. So I think it's like a 6th or 7th level spell.
you could probably. Well, I
Why?
mean, you guys do it for free because you just stock up on 20 of them every time you see them.
I don't stock up on 20 of them.
I like the idea of like it's like you get a spell slot or you get a spell and you can use the spell to kind of do whatever you want, but it has to follow the format of Mike's Hard Lemonade or
Yeah.
Liamon's Tiny Hut. As long as it follows that format, it's good. And you make it like a 9th level spell.
Rob's orange. Boom.
Rob's orange. Yo, I got one.
Yeah.
How about the lads finished podcast? Because we're at about time. We're at
Perfect
about
timing.
time. I also never got to say what my mid power was, but you know what? We'll save it till next time.
Put a pen in it.
We'll get to that next time.